I'm 52. I'm from Dundee originally, been living in Edinburgh for most of my life. I'm a journalist. I work as a reporter for BBC Scotland, for TV and radio mainly, and I'm married with 2 kids. Now, I think I was blissfully unaware of mouth cancer, throat cancer, until it happened to me. You know, you see posters in the dentist that I was aware of it, but I didn't know much about it at all. So when I discovered a lump in my neck, just under my jawbone, I Googled it. I put in lump in neck, NHS, and it came up and said if you've got a hard, painless lump in your neck that doesn't go away for a few weeks, go and see your GP because it could be cancer. My wife had had breast cancer 2 years previously, so we were aware of cancer, and we had a family history of it as well. So I did go and see my GP. She checked me out. I'm pretty sure she knew what it was, but she referred me on to the specialists, the ear, nose and throat clinic in Edinburgh. And I went to see them pretty quickly. They took a biopsy. And again, they were very, they didn't tell me what they thought it was. I guess they knew exactly what it was, but they didn't tell me that day. They waited for the results to come in. But when all this happened, they asked me if I was a heavy smoker or a heavy drinker, and I was able to say, no, I'm not. And then they were able to work out what it was when the results came in. So being told it was cancer wasn't a massive surprise. My wife was very surprised, but I wasn't particularly surprised because it just seemed to tick the boxes on that website. And it was a big, obviously a huge blow. She'd been treated for cancer 2 years previously, and we couldn't believe it was happening to us again. I was obviously very worrying. But when I was told I had it, which was I think about within 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks of going to see the GP initially, the doctor who told me said, you've got an extremely good chance of being treated successfully. So I didn't leave the place thinking I'm doomed. I left the place thinking, this is going to be awful, but I should be okay. When they confirmed that it was tonsil cancer, I was referred to the cancer centre at the Western General Hospital in Edinburgh, which is, luckily for me, a centre of excellence. And I think I was there within probably 2 months, maybe 6 weeks to 8 weeks of first finding a lump in my neck. I was at the cancer centre seeing the consultants and the experts and the specialist nurses who started to talk me through what was going to happen. One of the side effects of getting radiotherapy near your jaw is that it affects the blood vessels in your jaw. And if you're going to have any teeth removed in the future, there's a risk of a very nasty infection in the bone in your jaw. So as a precaution, they look at your teeth and say, you might need to, you're going to have these teeth taken out. Within 2 or 3 weeks of that, I started my 6 weeks of treatment. 6 weeks of radiotherapy, so that was daily during weekdays, so 30 sessions of radiotherapy. And I had chemotherapy twice as well. I had a feeding tube fitted, a rig, because they explained that as the side effects started to kick in, I would find it increasingly difficult to eat. My throat would get more and more painful. I would lose my sense of taste. I would lose my saliva. So I had this feeding tube so I could be fed, at night on this machine. And they told me it would be a fairly intense, hard treatment to go through. But it was very likely to be successful, so you just have to get on with it, really. I don't think I've ever been more nervous in my entire life than I was sitting in the room waiting to find out. The consultant came in and said straight away, it's good news, told me that I was in remission. I tweeted something afterwards about being cured, and somebody questioned that, are you sure you're cured? Is that the right word to use? And I didn't regard it that way, actually, and I'm cured, touch wood, or formica, until proven otherwise. But it was just a massive relief, and obviously phoning my family, telling the kids that I was okay, was just great. It was a massive relief, and not something I'll forget in a hurry.